Hello, Pisces. Thank you for joining us here. We're ready to cut the cards. And the bottom of the deck, well, again, we have that wounded warrior, the Nine of Wands. Now, this is not to say that boundaries are not good. You have to have, Pisces have trouble with boundaries. But you are standing your ground here, and you may need to consider letting some of those boundaries down in order to let love in. This is what I've been getting because of these cards, these events that are taking place. I think that are helping you to take down some of these barriers, and this change that is going on within you is to establish these boundaries that are healthy for you. What came up as a crowning energy to clarify this temptation and patience. Perhaps it's not time to throw in the towel. This person is returning. They want to harvest too. Are you going to return to an old pattern or behavior? Have you been apart long enough to have learned that one cannot control the other? One can only walk their own path. Knight of Wands, maybe you feel this person was a player and they're coming in to offer something real and stable, but you're like, I don't know if this is a player now. Distrustful, worried. You left this situation. You don't want to be sucked back into the same cycle. This is also about if this is you going down your path definitively guided. Ten of Cups. This Tower moment had to happen. You followed your intuition. This could be that you just walked away from the love of your life because this behavioral pattern had to change within you, not them, you. We cannot change other people. We can only live in our own truth. But I think what happens here, because of this intuition, you start to see things differently. You have changed within. You start to see things differently. You're leveling up, initiating into a higher level, allowing this person to be who they are. If they're disloyal, don't be with them. This is moving you towards your Ten of Cups. This had to happen. If this is the person from your past, this has changed them as well. Yes, moving to quieter waters. This transformation. You physically moved away. Maybe you went to a great distance. This is where you're going. This is where you came from. It's all barren. But this was about facing that. Maybe this isn't a physical journey. Maybe it was a spiritual one where you were facing the two sides of you. And rather than this breaking of the shackles has nothing to do with getting rid of all your bad stuff in you. It has everything to do with looking at yourself, the good and the bad, accepting it, and then bringing them to balance. This patience with this turmoil and conflict. You really went into, we've got High Priest and High Priestess mode. Both of you went into a spiritual leveling up. You didn't go into this alone, Pisces, even if you were separated. If it's about a new person, this new person has already leveled up and went through this. But this looks like a reconciliation. If it's not a reconciliation, it is most definitely about accepting what happened with this person and still being able to love and forgive them, even if you can't be with them. This King of Pentacles, King of Earth, they want a harvest too. They want to bring in a harvest with you too, but they're holding back. They're fearful. They're still going through that. They're doing it too. The same with you. They're going through this change, this transformation, this fear. It's going to come to a point that fear is overcome. That love is stronger than fear. And this person loves you dearly. This could be you, especially if you're a male Pisces. But there is a deep love here and someone who wants to offer that merging of paths with you. They see you as the ships coming in. They know your worth. They know that they want to bring you in out of the cold. They want to come in out of the cold. Look at this, Pisces. This offer of love is your wish fulfillment, and the sun is going to shine. Make no mistake, the sun is going to shine on you when it comes to your wish fulfillment for love, or being offered love, or the acceptance of your offer of love. They want it as much as you do. Yeah, you're grieving the past. You're letting go. Look at this. You're releasing yourself. Here you felt trapped. You're releasing yourself. You're getting rid of that bitter vinegar, the wine that turned to vinegar. So, no, I can't hold on to this. And that fog is clearing for you to walk your path. You're transforming. Look at this rabbit. That's shape-shifting. You're transforming. And look, on your path, you have this passionate new beginning. High Priestess, this has been a very slow process. You trusted the universe. You trusted your intuition. And it was a slow process to heal. Some of you may still be healing, but you are crossing that finish line. Yeah, this boundaries, maybe Pisces, you overdid it. Too many boundaries, too many ultimatums, too many conditions on you, or you made on them, that would bring this, did not allow the harvest to come in. There was too many conditions on this harvest, and therefore someone had to walk away. But look at you now. Look at you now. And this is because of that soul searching, going within, looking at the two sides of you, dark and light. Now the Hermit rules over the left side of the brain. The Emperor and Empress rule over the right side of the brain. The right side of the brain brings in the light from source, higher selves. Then the Hermit puts that light into his lantern to light the way through the left side, which is solutions to problems. Really looking at the dark side of yourself to bring it to balance, not to eliminate it, but to be accepting of bringing that into balance. And in doing so, you change. Everything changes. Your thinking changes. Your body changes. Everything changes. Your health changes. We're going to clarify it with one more deck before going to the Romance Angels for the outcome and advice for Pisces. Please clarify. Okay, we'll take it. There's that walking away. Now I feel like this means you are walking away from a part of yourself that just does not serve anymore. The part of yourself that was blocking your progress. Nobody else but you. Hangman, this is you, Pisces. This temptation that you're overcoming. This temptation to bring in the harvest the way you want it to be, the way it was before. And this person from the past who wants to return, but you need to look at this a different way. You need to look at this a different way. This harvest is not meant to come in the way you planned. It is not in your control. It is in the universe's control. It isn't even in this person's control. And just as soon as you see that, you see the raven up there? Just as soon as you see that, that raven's going to drop that Ace of Pentacles right on your head. There's your new beginning. That energy of change, initiation, and events taking place that are quite surprising. The other clarifier for the crowning energy is the Emperor. So looks like you walked away from your Emperor. And your Emperor is making this offer. And you see them as a player. But truly, this is your Emperor. If you know for a fact this person is a player, then it's not the one. But at some point, the player finds their true love, and they don't play anymore. Strength. So this tower moment brought out an incredible amount of strength in you. It was like, this was your 10 of Cups and the tower came down. Now you have to depend on your intuition and your own strength. You had to seriously have a look at yourself, Pisces, and tame that ego. To take a step back and say, wait a minute, just wait a minute here. My nature as a Pisces is a healer, not a control freak, though we can fall into those passions of control, all of us. Pisces just tends to recognize it more. Transformation right into the Empress's shoes. So you're finding that balance of good and evil within you, moving to those calmer waters so that now you can become the Empress that you were always meant to be and birth something new. Your Emperor is waiting here for his Empress, and vice versa. If you're a male Pisces, your Empress is waiting for you, the healer. So there was something very spiritual between you two. You've had patience throughout this conflict, and you're holding on to that patience. No arguments anymore. You don't want to argue anymore. No chewing, no fighting. You want that to end. You're in council with the high priest and coming out a healer. By healing yourself, that energy heals people around you. You have to remember, Pisces, people are all on their own paths and you have no control over what they do. You either accept them as they are in your life or you don't. Look at this. This King of Earth sees you as their true love. Look at this. They're holding back, but they absolutely want to harvest with you. They see you as their true soulmate. There could be more than one person here. We've got the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. But look at this. We've got the Ace. This is mind-blowing love. And you are going to be brought right out of the cold where you've been. Your ships are coming in. Mind-blowing love. And your 10 of Pentacles. This offer of love, there's you, Pisces, being the treasure, seeing the treasure, this wish fulfillment, the sun shining, and now you get it all. This is a long-term commitment for you. This is about a new cycle beginning that is going to be positive for you. But look at this. This is a long-term positive cycle. Happy days. Spiritual healing. That's it. You are now going to have this passionate new beginning because you took yourself out of this imprisonment. You got rid of that vinegar that needed to be dumped and heal yourself. So now your boundaries are in place, but in a good way. Proper boundaries, not in a defensive way. This defensive energy is loving. So all of these, you should do this, Pisces, you should do this, or and you're like, you see my wand? Being playful. Handling people in a compassionate manner. It took you a long time to come to this feeling, this strength of being able to do that. But you healed. Your intuition told you, all right, Pisces, you got to do this. You got to go there. You got to go through this tower moment and you have to walk your walk. You know, like that green mile towards death, transformation, rebirth, and your destiny. Yeah, you're walking away from the shackles that bound you so that you can still have this harvest. You're walking away from all of these boundaries you put up so you can have that harvest on a mutual level, not on your terms or theirs, but to let it unfold in a natural, divine timing way that is absolutely miraculously beautiful. Working hard on yourself, Pisces. God bless you. You're racing after this hermit period, but I think you're realizing that even though, you come out of hermit period and racing towards your 10 of Pentacles, you haven't stopped working on yourself. You say, okay, now I'm course corrected, but I'm going to continue the work on me. I'm going to continue the work on my destiny, my purpose, my path. Going to save my money, work towards this future so that you're not, and neither of you, I don't think, are going to be alone in that. You'll both be working at it. So let's ask the romance angels for a final outcome and advice for Pisces. What is the final outcome and advice for Pisces for the next week to 10 days, or whenever they click on the title that intrigued them? Whoa. Do I take them? Why not? I'm going to do this again, Pisces. So we'll have two little piles. Very soon. You deserve love, and it's coming in very, very soon. Do your affirmations. Set out your intentions. We're coming up on a new moon, aren't we? Set your intentions. Pay attention to the red flags, but I think those red flags are within you, Pisces. When you start getting those feelings surfacing and like those things that you thought you tamed, you will be tested. Yes, it could be about your mate, but always work on yourself. I try to ignore whatever they're doing. There is chemistry here. Let go of control issues. This is what I've been talking about all through the reading. And engagement. This is long-term coming in for you. Long-term, but you have to release something. Pay attention to those red flags. Like if you get the suspicious feeling, because oftentimes you think you're following your intuition, but it turns out to be something opposite. Always give people the benefit of the doubt, Pisces. Always. I hope that helped. Thank you for joining me. God bless you, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.